Tonight on a hard quiz, Michael, teacher, expert subject, Bugs Bunny. Donna, teacher, expert subject, To Kill a Mockingbird. Bill, teacher, expert subject, trading card game, Magic the Gathering. Sarah, teacher, expert subject, St Kilda Football Club. Here's your host, Tom, Lisa.
Yes! Let's do it! I smell good. Welcome to Hard Quiz. These contestants are passports. Last one to expire will be tonight's Hard Quiz champion. To be part of the show at home, go to the ABC TV socials. Let's say hello. G'day, Sarah.
Tom.
Now, you're a fan of the St Kilda Football Club. Why?
I ask myself that question very regularly. No, my dad poached me when I was born. My older sister's Collingwood supporter, and I was the next in line, so I'm a Saints fan.
OK, so it's not your fault?
No, I take no responsibility.
So you're not just a fan of perpetual disappointment?
No, just masochism.
OK. For people that don't follow AFL, St Kilda are just hard to follow.
It's very polite, yes. Yeah.
Here are some photos of you enjoying their efforts.
Yeah, those were good games, yes.
And you're a teacher?
Yes.
Yes. You're all teachers, is that right, tonight?
Yeah.
Yes. OK, all teachers. And what do you teach?
I teach English and drama.
OK. And do your students just openly mock you about your football team choice?
Openly, yeah, very openly. I think it's better to be upfront about these things, to take it before I come out as a St Kilda supporter, I suppose.
Bill.
Hello.
What do you teach?
Chemistry and science.
OK, where does that sit in the hierarchy of teachers compared to English and drama?
We're both cooler, have more fun, and are generally better looking.
I feel like no one's going to believe you, Bill.
It was worth a shot.
OK. Your expert subject is Magic the Gathering.
Yes.
What is it?
It is a trading card game created in 1993 that's got tens of millions of players worldwide.
And how much time does this game take up?
I mean, regular game can take 5 to 10 minutes. I've spent, like, whole days playing it before, but, you know, I enjoy it. I didn't really have anything better to do for the last 20 years, so...
And you've travelled the world playing at events, is that right?
Not quite. That photo is me one match away from winning flights and airfare to Spain to play for $400,000.
Oh.
OK, and so that's the most successful day of your life?
Yeah.
It doesn't look like it. You look like you're trying to be happy in an empty cafeteria.
Yeah, all my friends are just out of frame.
Oh. Donna, you're a teacher too. What do you teach?
English and drama.
Oh, OK. Would you say you're a better English and drama teacher than Sarah?
Well, I'm older, so presumably.
Yeah. Fair enough. Also, your subject is To Kill a Mockingbird, which is a book, as opposed to a disappointing football team. So...
Exactly.
Now, you've been a busker.
Yeah. I was a busker for about 30 years. In that photo, I was in Ireland, in Grafton Street, and all those people were listening to me.
It kind of just looks like you're burping in public. There's not really a sense of occasion there.
It was a very, you know, deep song.
OK, it came from deep within.
Deep within.
Yeah, like a burp. That was my point. Okay. And you've done some acting.
I have.
And what character are we looking at here? Oh, you dressed up as me.
I've got more hair, Tom. Yeah. Although I do have the pot belly. No, I'm Adam in As You Like It.
Body shaming's fine on this show now. Michael.
Good evening, Tom.
Now, you're a maths teacher.
Oh, I'm a maths and physics teacher, so I think I'm a bit of a kindred spirit with you.
No. I'm living my dreams. So Bugs Bunny is your thing?
Certainly, Tom, that is.
How did you first come across
Well,
this?
Bugs Bunny was one of the few TV series that I was allowed to see as a child. See, in the day, my parents were worried that, like a lot of the kids, that, you know, we'd be jumping off roofs like Superman, or that we'd be getting the Wiltshire, the good cutlery out, and playing swordsmanship like Shintaro and hurting each other. But, or even doing World Championship Wrestling and doing a little bit of the Jack Little there. But no. We were just there and going, where's that duck? And oh, where's the shouting kaboom? So we just like drove ourselves nuts, knocked ourselves out doing that.
Okay. How many voices can you do?
Oh, I can do them all.
All of them?
Yeah.
Which
and
one-
plus the Flintstones and any voice that you want, I can do. I can't accept you.
I don't want you to do any of them, to be honest. Are there any that you've left out?
No, I mean like... That was Dino, the first one. Well, Chief, you missed by that much. Okay. Hey, Fred. Hey, Fred. Yeah, Yogi. Okay. Hey, stole my picnic biscuit. Yeah, something like that,
Holy cow.
Haven't you already done this shtick on Hot Seat?
Great stuff. Any others?
Oh, suffering the cadet son. Okay, it was a mouse. It was a big mouse.
You're even wearing the same clothes, mate.
It's my multicoloured attire. It's my quiz show outfit there.
Are you just doing the rounds of the game shows? You're just using us.
Absolutely.
All right, let's play. Hard!
Expert round. Expert subject. Winner lose 5 points. Steal an answer, double points.
I'll ask each of you 5 questions on your expert subject. Right, you get 5 points. Wrong, I will take 5 points from you. The rest of you can steal at any time to get double points. Let's start with Michael and his expert subject, Bugs Bunny. Directed towards his antagonist Elmer Fudd in the 1940s short A Wild Hare, Bugs Bunny's first What's Up Doc was supplied by which vocal artist? For the steal, it's Bill.
Mel Blanc.
Correct. Double points to you. Yeah, Blank voiced most of the major Looney Tunes characters. He said Bugs Bunny's voice was an equal mix of the Bronx and Brooklyn accents. Animator Chuck Jones would tell students that the easiest way to draw Bugs Bunny is to start with which of his accessories? Michael.
His ears.
Incorrect. Wide open. It's wide open. Donna for the steal.
Is carrot?
Correct. Double points to you. Yes, he'd say, start by drawing a carrot and then just hook a rabbit onto it. Bugs Bunny's carrot was a piss take of Clark Gable eating a carrot in a movie. The Space Jam films feature Bugs Bunny and his friends competing in which sport? For the steal, it's Sarah.
Basketball.
Correct. Double points to you. In the Wagner parody, What's Opera Doc? Elmer Fudd sings Kill the Wabbit to the tune of which musical piece?
The
Michael.
Tannhauser.
Incorrect. It's wide open. Wide open. Time's up. Ride of the Valkyries. Do you know how that song goes, Michael?
Da 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 da.
Last question in your set, Michael.
Yep.
In a 1945 episode of the Merry Melodies series, Bugs mistakenly digs his way to Germany, saying he should have taken a left turn in which US city? Michael.
Albuquerque.
Correct! Next set of questions is for Donna on To Kill a Mockingbird. Harper Lee's Pulitzer Prize-winning To Kill a Mockingbird is told in the first person by Jean Louise Finch, a curious tomboy. Sarah for the steal.
Scout.
Correct! Double points to you. A curious tomboy who goes by what nickname? Scout is correct. We don't really know why she's called Scout, do we, Donna?
No, it's never explained.
But it suits her personality.
Yeah.
She's always asking a lot of questions. Mm-hmm. Do you have any students that are like that?
Many.
Are they annoying shits?
I can't say that just in case they're watching.
Okay. Do any of you have students that ask too many questions that are annoying shits? I think that's a yes, yes, yes and yes. The lawyer Atticus Finch resists a lynch mob without violence in a scene that was retold in the book Why We Can't Wait, written by which civil rights leader? For the steal, it's Michael.
Martin Luther King.
Correct. Double points to you. In his film debut, Robert Duvall plays the reclusive Boo Radley. Bill for the steal.
I was going to say Boo Radley.
Incorrect, I'll finish the question. Who gives Scout and her brother Jem a pair of dolls carved out of what? Donna.
Soap.
Correct! The story's climax takes place on Halloween, with Scout dressed as a cured leg. Sarah for the steal.
Ham.
Correct! Double points to you. A cured leg of what meat? Ham is correct. Yeah, she's in a pageant celebrating the county's agricultural products. She's dressed up as ham. Last question in your set, Donna. Harper Lee did not publish another book until 2015, when a so-called sequel revealed that Atticus had once joined which racist organisation? Donna.
The Ku Klux Klan.
Correct. Yeah, it was called Go Set a Watchman, but a lot of people think it was actually just an earlier draft of Mockingbird,
It
don't
was.
they? And it was quite controversial, the release.
Yeah, it was actually an earlier draft, but her publisher said that it wasn't good enough, so she sent her away to rewrite it, and To Kill a Mockingbird came out of it. And when it was actually published in 2015, just before Harper Lee's death, Harper Lee wasn't terribly happy with it being published.
Yes. Time now for Bill and Magic the Gathering. Magic creator Richard Garfield developed a passion for game design as a teenager, inspired by what fantasy role-playing game? Bill.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Correct! Players take on the role of a multi-dimensional planeswalker and cast spells using a magical force known as what? Bill.
Mana.
Correct! In a 2001 tournament, professional player David Williams was disqualified after being accused of using what classic playing card cheating technique? For the steal, it's Michael.
Marking cards.
Correct! Double points to you. Yeah, he also won $3.5 million at the World Series of Poker and was a runner-up on season 7 of US MasterChef. What a cock. Just was so pleased with himself. I'm a winner. You're a cheat. Inspired by Magic the Gathering is a card game called Collection Deck, which is used to train employees of which US government agency? Bill.
FBI.
Incorrect, it's wide open. Sarah for the steal.
CIA.
Correct, double points to you. Last question in your set, Bill. Sharing its name with a golfing term is what practice of players redrawing a bad hand at the start? Bill.
Mulligan.
Correct. Yes, a mulligan in golf is where you hit a bad shot, so you just pretend it never happened and you go again. What's to stop you just doing that over and over again?
You draw one less card every time.
Are you doing a mulligan with this quiz?
Will you have me back?
I'll think about it. Last set in the expert round, it's Sarah and the St Kilda Football Club. All right. If you disappoint, it's on brand, isn't it?
Very, yeah, absolutely.
Here we go. St Kilda's traditional colours of red, white and black were changed during World War I to show solidarity with Sarah.
The Allied forces opposing Germany.
Incorrect. To show solidarity with which country? It's wide open. Bill for the steal.
Germany.
Incorrect. Time's up, Belgium. Why would we show solidarity with the enemy?
It's the St Kilda Football Club. I wouldn't ask any more questions.
Saints legend Nicky Winmar's stand against racial inequality was immortalised in an iconic photo taken at which football ground? Sarah.
Victoria Park.
Correct. Yes, it's a statue in Perth now. Winmar was the first Indigenous player to play 200 AFL games. In 2021, St Kilda was criticised for appointing Nick Del Santo to what position at Sarah?
Head coach of the Saints AFLW side.
Correct. What position at the club's women's team? Coach is correct. What was so wrong about that? Like, he's a legend. He's played a lot of games.
Yeah, I didn't see a lot wrong with it, to be honest. I thought it was good to hire someone as coach that knows what it's like to win.
Well, I think they were annoyed because he'd never coached before, and it's like, oh, it's only the women, you'll do.
Well, I think that was the main criticism, is that he's a man and he's coaching women, but I think it did a lot for equality, really, so...
I'm not sure. I feel like you're letting down the sisterhood, but I'm not sure how. After a draw in the grand final, the 2010 premiership was the last to be decided by what method, Sarah?
A replay.
Correct! So just remind me, who won the replay?
Next question, please, Tom.
Do you still wake up in the middle of the night thinking about that day?
In a cold sweat.
Last question in your set, Sarah. Holding the league record for most games played without a finals appearance is club champion Trevor who? Sarah?
Barker.
Correct! So why was he a legend at the club?
Well, he was a real sort of... This was before my time, really, but he was a real shining light at a time where the Saints... At a time, the Saints were terrible.
At a time when the Saints were particularly terrible.
During the 80s, and, you know, had a mop of blonde hair and was, you know, pretty popular down at the social club, I believe. So.
Oh, OK. Bit saucy there. All right, we've mined their subjects. Now let's mine mine.
Tom's round. Tom's subject, multiple choice.
This week, I've been really getting into chalk. I enjoy thinking about things that might not be useful in a classroom anymore. This round is multiple choice. Select your answers on your screens, then press the buzzer to lock in the answer. Natural chalk is formed in what environment? A, under the sea, B, in the Earth's core, C, in tree trunks, D, in space. The answer is A, under the sea. Yes, it's a form of limestone formed by the remains of marine life. The cliffs of Dover are actually an exposed seabed. Written originally in chalk and appearing on Sydney's streets for many years, which word was emblazoned on the Harbour Bridge to welcome the year 2000? A, Australia, B, eternity, C, salvation, D, Jesus. The answer is B, eternity. Yes, across 3 decades, Arthur Stace would get up in the early hours and scrawl the word on footpaths in yellow chalk. He chalked up 500,000 scribbles of the word eternity. Sounds impressive, but he was homeless and had a lot of spare time. Classic TV commercial character Mrs. Marsh would dip chalk in liquid to warn against what health condition? A, osteoporosis, B, tooth decay, C, liver disease, D, yeast infection. The answer is B, tooth decay.
Fluoride and fluoride gets into the enamel like liquid gets into this chalk.
Ooh, it does get in. A 2018 Instagram ASMR trend saw users eliciting a sensory response in viewers by doing what with chalk? A, crushing it with a rolling pin, B, eating it, C, throwing it at people from cars, D, inhaling it through the nose. Yeah, one of those pictures is from Nadia Bartel's house. It's the rolling pin one. The answer is B, eating it. Yes. Yeah, some people get a tingly feeling from hearing other people eat chalk. Oh. Oh.
Oh. Not tingly.
That was some good chalk eating. Last question in my round's worth double points. In which sport would a competitor not typically use a chalk mixture to help with their grip? A, gymnastics, B, javelin, C, basketball, D, horse racing, E, weightlifting, F, rock climbing. The answer is D, horse racing. Yes, at the end of my round, Michael, you're at the bottom on 0. Get over here. What happened, Michael?
Oh, a bit short-sighted there, Tom. Not enough vitamin A to read into my specialty topic.
OK.
Wabbit season, Tom.
Well, like at the end of Bugs Bunny cartoons, that's all, folks. Help! There he goes. What is that? Come on, it's a people's round.
The people pulls round against the clock.
Dust your chandelier, play along at home. Your time starts now. An isosceles triangle has how many points, Bill?
3.
Yes. In the kids' party game, Mr. Wolf is asked for what information? Sarah?
Time.
Yes. In which sport do referees issue the order on guard? Sarah?
Fencing.
Yes. In a 1994 London film premiere, who wore a dress held together by safety pins? Time's up. Liz Hurley. The Commonwealth Bank's long-running school banking program has what name? Sarah?
Dolomites.
Yes. The Hindu god Ganesha has the head of what animal? Sarah?
Elephant.
Yes. Which Emily Bronte novel inspired a song of the same name by Kate Bush? Donna?
Wuthering Heights.
Yes. Charting in 2020 was a remix of Vic Premier Dan Andrews' title Get On, Bill.
The Beard.
Yes. Time's up! All right, at the end of the people's round, Bill, not enough there. Get over here. What happened, Bill?
Dealt myself a bad hand, Tom.
Well, you're all teachers, but you know what I get to say? You're expelled. Help! There he goes. All right, only 2 left. Who's going to be the hard quiz champion? Donna and Sarah, get over here because it's time to play hard quiz.
Final round. It's ahead. St Kilda Football Club versus To Kill a Mockingbird. Hard quiz.
Now, there can only be one hard quiz champion who gets to take home the limited edition Big Brass mug. What will you do with the mug if you win, Sarah?
I'm torn. Either put it on my desk at school or take it to Moorabbin for another piece of silverware in the cupboard.
Imagine if that's all they had in there.
It's better than nothing.
Better than nothing. That would be so good. What about you, Donna?
Well, I was going to use it as a chamber pot, like my grandma used to have, but we recently got a puppy and Boo is pooping everywhere, so I'm thinking I might use it for Boo's poos.
OK, it's best of 5 penalty shootout style. Harder questions on your expert subject, so it's Donna's knowledge of To Kill a Mockingbird versus Sarah's knowledge of the St Kilda Football Club. Let's play. Hard! Donna. Scout recognises a lynch mob member as Mr Cunningham, reminding him that he once made a payment to her father with a sack of what?
Hickory nuts.
Correct. Yeah, Mr Cunningham was poor, so he paid Atticus with nuts, firewood and turnip greens, which is also how I pay the writers for this show. Whoever had that question gets 1 turnip green. Sarah, at 3/4 time in the 1966 Grand Final, coach Alan Jeans compelled the team to its first and only premiership with the line, "You've got 25 minutes to..." what?
Make a name for yourself.
Correct.
25 minutes to make a name for yourself like you never made before!
Donna, based on the author's childhood friend Truman Capote, the character of Dill introduces himself by boasting of what skill?
Okay, he says, I can read.
Correct.
And then he gets put down completely by Jem, Scout's brother, who says, well, Scout's only 6 and she's been reading since she was born.
Oh. I thought you meant, like, put down, like at the vet.
No.
No. Okay.
He's a boy.
Okay. So he boasts, does he? He can read?
Yeah.
Yes. That's also how they get contestants on Hot Seat. That's the auditioning process. Can you read? They're like, no, you're in. Notice Michael didn't make it to the last round. He's a maths teacher, but he cannot read. Sarah, playing the Bulldogs in round 6, 2015, the Saints overcame a 55-point deficit, the equal largest comeback in the club's history. Which player kicked the goal that put them in front?
I know Jack Billings kicked 4 in the last quarter. No, it was him or Tom Hickey. I think it was Tom Hickey.
Correct. Donna, during the rewriting process, editor Tay Hohoff once told Harper Lee to go and retrieve a draft that the author had thrown where?
She threw it in the snow, out her window, because she was so frustrated with the whole process.
Correct. Sarah, in round 22, 2005, the Saints broke their club record of the largest winning margin with a 139-point victory over which team?
The Brisbane Lions.
Correct. Was that a rare moment of pleasure for you?
Oh, absolutely. That's why you remember them.
Yeah. OK. Donna, Aaron Sorkin adapted the book for Broadway, with adults playing the children, and the part of Atticus earning a Tony Award nomination for which star?
OK, I seriously have no idea. But I know it was in 2018. So someone who could play Atticus, 2018, male singer, male, I presume he sang. Hugh Jackman? I don't think so. But I can't think of anyone else at the time, so I'll say Hugh Jackman.
Incorrect. The correct answer is Jeff Daniels.
Really?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. There he is getting into character as Atticus. Sarah, when St Kilda and Sydney met in the first Pride match played for premiership points, the Saints ran through this banner that read, "Everyone is what?"
Everyone is welcome.
Correct. Donna, you need to get this right. If you don't, Sarah, you are tonight's hard quiz champion. Donna, when Jem cuts the heads off Mrs Dubose's camellias, he's punished with having to read to her from what novel?
Wow. Okay, it's got to be a classic-ish novel, doesn't it? Mrs Dubose. She was a morphine addict. Had to be a really long novel.
So you can remember this moment from the book?
Yeah, oh yeah, I know it really well.
Yes.
I just do not remember the novel that he was reading her, which is weird. God. A Tale of Two Cities.
Incorrect. The correct answer is Ivanhoe by Sir Walter Scott. Do you remember it now?
You sort of, maybe no. Actually, no.
All right, this means, Sarah, you are tonight's hard quiz champion! All right, Donna, you know what this means? Help! There she goes. Congratulations, Sarah, you are tonight's hard quiz champion. You get the big brass mug. And you get to do the sign-off.
Thanks for playing hard.
Yes! It's going to St Kilda's trophy cabinet. You probably know what your hard quiz expert subject would be, so put your money where your mouth is. Go to hardquizcasting.com.au and get your ass in here.
For more Hard Quiz, log in to ABC iView.
Hard Quiz is hitting the road with a national tour. Join me, Tom Gleeson, for Hard Quiz Live. Tickets on sale now.
Next,